Hey y'all, it's Chef A, y'all. How y'all doing? I know I've been missing in action a lot lately, but I had to take care of this body because I only got one. God blessed me with this one, so I need to give it some rest. Yeah, rest in God's mighty hands. So much is going on. So much is going on. Ooh, makes a person not know what to do. Excuse me. Or have a place to go. But there is refuge. If you truly want it, it's in God. You know me, it's in God, and I'm down with God. Yep. Just making sure we don't forget about God. That we thank Him. We exalt Him. We let Him know that we know He is the one only true God. Yes, He is. So, y'all, I gotta bless God, exalt God, magnify God. And I hope out there's someone that wants to do it with me and will share this journey of exalting God with me this morning. Because it's early in the morning. I just got off from work. Well, I just got off from my job, but my work, that's working for God. And what do? Try to spread His love to anybody that will receive it. God Almighty love. There's none before Him. There'll be none after Him. He is the mighty God of all. He is. And I just want to love on Him right about now. Just want you to share with loving on Him right about now. Because He is all that and more. God is all that. He is all that and more. Yes, He is. I remember way, way back when I didn't know truly about God. And I was going to this school, and I was new to this school. And come to find out, on every Friday, some kind of way, they will say a name on the intercom before we got out. And if your name was said on the intercom before we got out of school, oh my G, O-D, they would catch you and beat you, try to beat you to death. It seemed like the whole school was in on this. And they did this continuously for, oh my God, for as long as I went there, but I had to get out because I saw for myself what happens when they said your name on the intercom at school at the end of the day. I don't know who all was involved in it, but I do know when they said that name, you better run like you ain't never ran before. But by the time school let out that day when they said this name, I didn't know who the person was. I didn't really know what was going to happen. I had no idea. But they said this person's name before school let out, and as school let out, a crowd of people just ran. And they were running in the direction where I had to go home. So I ended up being where the crowd was. And as I got there, all I could see was fists flying, feet kicking, all on this one thing. And as I grew closer, my heart just started melting because they were beating on a person, a human being. They were beating this person so bad. All these people were getting some kind of contact in on this one individual, and he was on the ground, and I was walking and trying not to look, and I'm walking and trying not to look, and all of a sudden I hear this voice says, "Get up and run, run." And before I know it, it was me saying, "Get up and run, run." And as I said that, at the end of the sentence, everybody that was beating on this person, on this human being, turned and looked at me. You know what I did? I ran. I was like, no. Why is this happening? Why aren't they beating people like this? Calling their names on the intercom in school and catching this person and beating them to maybe possibly death, or even to the point where he would wish he was dead. Oh my God, it was so terrible. And I just want to say that God let me see that, and I didn't want to see that. He let me see that to let me know that people do things just to do things, and the things that they do are horrible. Oh my goodness, I still feel it, I still see it. And that's just one thing. Oh my goodness. And that was years ago, and now it's like we're saying okay to bad, and people are trying to tell us that what's going on, and we're not listening, and we don't believe that's true. It's like, yeah, right, I ain't like, yeah, right. I'm like, oh God, it's terrible out here. You want to bring your children up in love and happiness and wholeness and God, possibly. And you do, and you think you got it right, and then something happens that just wrecks, rips. It's just so ratchet, and oh my God, killing. There's no life in it. It's death. Everything is headed towards death. I don't want to die. I know there's a time, my appointed time, but I don't want to die knowing the world is like this, and my kids are still here. My grandkids are still here, and they think they have a future that looks to them beautiful because we're showing them this picture that it is beautiful and it isn't beautiful, and that people are telling our children that strangers are friendly and you should say hello and hi to friends. What kind of stranger are you talking? No, my kids, no. We got to get a grip on something here, y'all. We got to do something because we're losing it. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Look like we've lost. I don't want us to lose. I love you. I do. And I just know that if we're all turning mean, and can't even find the words, but it's no growth in death. Not physically. And spiritually, the kind of death that's going on, whew, the kind of morals that we have now, the kind of love that we're sharing, ooh, it just makes me moan and groan and ask God for protection and more. I do. Got my ticket in my hand. Got my ticket in my hand. I got my ticket. I got my ticket. I got my ticket in my hand. The evening train might be too late. The evening train might be too late. The evening train, oh, the evening train. The evening train might be too late. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home at my appointed time. Got my ticket in my hand. Oh, got my ticket in my hand. I got my ticket. I got my ticket. I got my ticket in my hand. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Got my ticket in my hand, and the evening train might be too late. Y'all hear me? Evening train might be too late. The evening train, the evening train, the evening train might be too late. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home at my appointed time. I want to get myself together. I want to get myself kind of right. I want to get myself together. I don't want G.O.D. to tell me that's all right. I'm going home. I'm going home on that train. But not the evening train, 'cause it might be too late. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm just saying, this ain't my home. It ain't. I wish I could have been born it. I don't know when. None of it looks good, but when God said, this is it, that's what I wish I could have been born it. This Chef A, y'all. I holla. I love you with the love of God Almighty Himself. I just wanted to say, better get your ticket. Get it straight. Make sure it's got your name on it and it's going straight where God is. I'll holler till next time. I love you. I do.